Hey, what's good guys? This is Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel, and this is most people's favorite mid-year video. This is our annual best basketball shoes of the year so far for 2019. This does not include anything that was released in 2018 because this is 2019's list. So if you are asking about a 2018 shoe, it's most likely on that list. You can go check that out right over here. Now real quick, I just wanted to say that 2019 has been kind of incredible for basketball shoes. There have been really good performance models so far. Obviously, this is just 5 of them. These are the top 5, I feel, at least as of right now. There are multiple shoes that I have not completed the actual performance reviews for, so they're not gonna be included on this list, and I don't know where I'd rank them, mostly because it's getting kind of hard, man. Like, the shoes right now are really good. It doesn't matter really what you pick. There's something out there for everybody, and they all kind of have like really great attributes. So the KT4 low, awesome shoe. LeBron 16 low, again, awesome shoe. The CP 3.12, I know that it's like a shoe that people don't really want anymore, but that's an awesome shoe. The Adidas D-Rose 1.5, one of the best retros of the year, just one of. And then the New Balance Omnis 1, man, that's a beast. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they don't fit true to size. So that performance review actually is going to be much later because I want to get a pair that actually fits. That way I can really test them, because so far the traction's awesome, the cushion's good, the materials are great, it's just the fit sucks. And when the fit sucks, the support is compromised, and so I can't give a complete accurate assessment. So again, I'm gonna have to wait till they actually release so I can get a size that fits properly. If anybody's interested, I would just say right off the bat, go down half a size in that shoe just to try to avoid any problems. Now with that said, we're gonna talk about one shoe that I actually don't feel is the best. I actually think it's the worst shoe of the year so far. And that is these things right here. This is the Jordan Supreme Evolution, and luckily for most of us, they didn't release stateside. I think that this was a really cool concept. I think it's a really cool idea. I love that there is a ton of zoom in here. However, they're just not stable. Everything from the cushion to the materials, all that stuff, the overall fit, it does not support the foot, especially not on lateral movements. I really like everything, like how they feel on foot. I just don't like how they play overall. I'm actually really disappointed because I had high hopes for these things, but they kind of suck. Now, my personal favorite sneaker of the year is not, what are you doing? What the f was that? He was about to nail me, guys. Jeez, I'm not ready yet. He wasn't ready. Now, my personal favorite sneaker of the year so far is not included in the top 5, mostly because this is my personal pick. I know that they're not for everybody. These are just one of my favorite shoes, so I love playing in this shoe. I don't know if everybody's gonna love playing in this shoe, so again, I've taken it out of the top 5. This is what I like to play in personally. The rest of the top 5 is what I think is most well-rounded for everyone else. And that is these guys right here. This is the Under Armour Curry 6. This is my fucked up pair that I actually was forced to paint while I was at the official unveil. Some of you guys actually really liked how they turned out. I think I ruined a perfectly good pair of shoes. What I do like about these things though is the traction. Even the translucent rubber, it actually works really well. I actually love the hover cushioning. A lot of people say that it's a little too firm. I say that it's really nice underfoot, especially the most recent one, the Oakland pair. Like, I don't know what they did differently, but that one feels very bouncy underfoot compared to these guys, compared to the Fox Theaters, as well as the colorway that I really like playing in that I can never remember the name of, but they have the black toe and the white back. I like the materials, I like the way that they fit after they break in. I just really like this shoe. Stability is one of my favorite attributes. It actually might be tied with traction. I think that without traction, no matter how good the rest of the shoe is, if you're slipping and sliding all over the floor, it really doesn't matter how awesome the rest of the sneaker is. So traction and stability are just two of my favorite things. These guys happen to have both of those. A lot of people like to ask me about the outsole. I haven't had any issues. This pair I obviously haven't played in, but I play in the other ones, with the black toe. I haven't had those break on me. I haven't had the Fox Theaters break on me. So overall, I've personally been satisfied. Again, this is my favorite pick of the year so far, which is surprising because the Curry 5, I think that was last year's like one of the worst, right? Yeah, so like what an upgrade, right? Now at number 5, that was awful. It was just an awful throw. This is already a fail. I thought this was gonna be a good idea, but it's not.
You're gonna see one where you get hit in the side of the head.
She can't throw for shit, by the way. When we're 2 levels apart, okay, this is story time real quick. Time out. I had this really awesome basketball pump. It had a valve on it, a gauge. It let you know exactly how well your balls were inflated. That's what she said, until she broke it. And what happened is that we have a 2-story house. I was on the top stair and I needed my ball pump, and she was downstairs, and I was like, hey babe, can you throw that up here? She was like, I don't know if I should. And I was like, yeah, I don't think you should either. But I mean, it's only one little, it's a chuck, you know, like you just throw it up like this. She's over here laughing because she knows she sucks at throwing. She says that she played softball once. I don't believe her. And she chucked this thing to the point to where it hit the damn ceiling. I couldn't catch it because it's a fucking stick, okay? So it's bouncing all over the place. It broke my gauge. Luckily, the needle didn't break, but geez, man, the girl can't throw. At number 5, the PG3. These things I actually almost considered not putting on the list because the break-in time is so fucking brutal that I was like, yo, some people are just not gonna want to with this just because of that. Once they do break in, I actually really liked how they played, so they're on here at number 5. I really like the cushion. I think it's just enough, not too much, just enough, it's just right. The traction was solid, even with this, these are dirty, these are nasty, but they were good. The fit, that was the part that was like really painful, man. Like these joints, I haven't had an experience like that in quite some time, not since like the Fuse era of basketball sneakers. These actually have no fuse really on them. Actually, they do right around the eye stay, but that's besides the point. There's no fuse where you would think that you would get some pain, and instead, the last of these things was so snug that I was like, man, dude, are these KDs? Like, what is this? But overall, once they're done being broken in, these are fantastic. Fantastic. Did I make up a new word? Fantastic. Is that like nasty and fantastic? You know, like when nasty's good, like bad meaning good, but not bad meaning bad. These are fantastic. At number 4, that was an awesome throw. The Jordan Why Not 02s, I actually really loved the first version. I don't think that this version is quite as good as the original, in my opinion. However, a lot of people actually feel differently where they feel that this one is better than the last. These guys feature some really great traction right here. The cushion is fantastic. There's one problem where the sole kind of rips on certain people. That's what you get with unlocked zoom sometimes. However, Nike has probably the best return policy. You can return these things if there's any flaws in them within like a year or something like that, which is crazy. So you could practically destroy these things and be like, yo, as long as that sole rips, return them. They'll give you a full refund. But everything else on these guys I thought was great. The only thing that they lacked compared to the original was stability. I thought that shoe actually did the stability thing way better than these guys. But everything else is great. Lockdown fit. The cushion, again, like I was saying, it's great. Even the back doesn't have anything in there except for Injective Phylon, but Injective Phylon is awesome. These things rock. At number 3, the actual best retro of the year. Not Protro, it's just a retro, but it's okay. Or is it? This guy right here is the Kobe 4 Protro, and these things are just as good as the originals. They're not better, they're not worse, they're just as good, and in my opinion, that is okay despite the typo that Nike actually did when they unveiled this shoe. The typo really kind of killed the momentum, unfortunately, for something that was actually really great to begin with. Would I have loved the upgraded full-length zoom that they originally added in there or whatever? Of course I would. Full-length zoom is awesome. But again, the shoe is great. It's got great stability, great traction, great fit. The materials feel better than the originals, just slightly. It's just a softer synthetic leather on most of these colorways, so for that, I appreciate it. And the shoe is just one of the best performance shoes of all time, so if they just happen to re-release them damn near identically to the original, what's not to love? Besides the $175 price tag, that's really crazy. These things should be like $140 max. Max. At number 2, these things can be interchanged with the number 1 spot. This is the Adidas Name 5. The only problem with these guys is they run real big, so make sure to go down half a size. But if we're talking stability, which is my favorite thing, the stability on these things is on steroids. You got an outrigger on the outside, you almost got one on the inside. If you roll your ankle in these things, you got problems. Like, I'm just saying. That's just a joke, by the way, so don't like take that personally and be like, oh my God. Sarcasm. Besides the fit, the materials on most of the early colorways is just horrible. Like, if we're talking about premium, there's not a damn thing premium about these things. This is kindergarten felt right here. This is like stick the tree and the squirrel on there and stuff like that. If you guys remember that stuff from kindergarten times, those are good times, man, good times. There are brand new colorways that actually have good materials on there, more textiles and all that stuff. So if you wanted to try out one of the newer ones, you're going to be paying a little bit more, but you'll get a little bit nicer feel. If you did not want to pay more, which is what I recommend, go for these guys now that they're discounted, because that kind of makes them a little bit more affordable and a little bit more worthwhile, especially because the rest of the performance packs a huge punch. Great traction, good indoors, good outdoors. It's durable as well. The bounce cushion is better than Boost, I think. At least it's more neutral. I wouldn't say it's better. Boost actually absorbs more impact, but the bounce actually gives you a little bit more court feel, and it doesn't kind of like stress out your legs as much, at least for me. The support and stability, like I was saying earlier, just on steroids, man. These things are a great shoe. At retail price, they're already like a really nice buy, but if you can get them for under retail, even better. At number 1, it's still the KD12, man. If we're talking about well-roundedness, this shoe's got everything. It's got good materials, it's got a solid fit, although they're a little bit narrow, just to give you guys a heads up, but they do fit true to size. The traction is good, the cushion is fantastic. Nothing beats full-length zoom, especially in these guys. The retail price is $150, which is what I feel should be the total max for a performance shoe that is a signature model. There should never be a signature shoe retailing for more than $150. So at $150, if you happen to have bought a pair for retail price, I feel like I didn't get gypped, you know what I mean? I feel like I got a really good, well-rounded shoe. It's got a bit of everything. I dig that. They're starting to get on discount already, which is awesome. So if you happen to get a pair for under retail, you feel like you just copped a steal. Just to quickly recap, don't f with these unless you want to roll your ankle. My personal top pick is the Curry 6. If you like stability, if that's the main thing that you're looking for besides traction, not a bad buy. The PG3s are awesome, brutal braking time, take that into consideration. The Why Not 02s, why not? These are awesome. Kobe 4 Protro, technically retro, but it's okay. Or is it? The Dame 5 and the KD12, again, these two could be interchanged. I think that they're fantastic, both very well rounded, got a little bit of everything. If you buy them for retail, it's a pretty good deal. If you buy them for under retail, obviously you feel like you just came up on something. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. Let us know what your personal top picks are for the year so far. Again, there's a ton of great sneakers out, so if you happen to have bought one of the shoes from this year, I don't know if there's really a bad buy right now. Prices are great as well. I just gotta say, like that KD, like I was saying, 150, that's kind of like that sweet max spot, but there's a lot of shoes that are really good under that price. Super awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your support. And until next time, guys, have a good one.